Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure.
What am I supposed to do for money?
How come you don't want me, man?
They used to call me Crazy Joe, but now they can call me Batman.
Would love you and teach you to love yourself and know yourself.
You know, you weren't doing that great. Nah, I was tripping. But you know, hindsight's 2020. But that comparison kills, yo. Comparison kills. Right. And I was dying comparing myself to people who probably weren't doing what I thought they were doing. And it was stunting my growth. I have the ability to do exactly what they're doing. I have the ability to be great, and I am doing great. You know, my life at the time really wasn't that bad, and I'm doing good work, and I'm really good at what I do. I just don't believe in myself enough to think about it or to kind of excel in it because I don't believe I'm worthy enough. And so that kind of hindered me just a lot, just seeing people get degrees and go on and me feeling like what I'm doing is small time and not worth anything or not of value. And so that kind of like really frustrated me. All right. So here comes the hard shit. Are y'all ready for this shit? All right. Anyway, so I'm in the depression, right? It started, all those things that I told you about earlier were part of it. Those things all happened kind of simultaneously. Other things were still happening. We'll get to them. And then, what's the car situation? So, one, when I graduated, like all bills became mine. Things that people were helping out with. When I graduated, they were like, screw that shit. You graduated now, there's a check. So I had to take care of stuff. So I had a car. Love my car. Then my car broke down. I went to get it fixed, and then, you know, I couldn't afford to get it fixed. It not that I just couldn't afford it. It wasn't worth it to get it fixed. Right. And so I didn't get it fixed. And so then I went out, I rushed, I found another car, loved that car. I bragged about that car. I put it all on Facebook that I had got this car. It was such a blessing to me. The day I got it, that night when I got it, I drove it home, and my neighbor was a mechanic, and the mechanic looked at the car and told me to take it back. He was like, take this car back. He was like, they cleaned this car up really nice. But as soon as he opened the engine, he was like, this car has a bad engine. Like, it's going to go bad on you. You're not going to be able to keep this car. You need to take this car back now. And I did not want to do it. Like, I forced myself not to listen to that man. It was like, no. He don't know what he's talking about. My car is great. It is in great condition. I just bought this car. I've already posted. I've already texted everybody. Like, no, this car is a great car. Within 2 weeks, something had went wrong. I had to take the car back in. They fixed it. Then 30 days later, I did you had 30 days to return the car. On the 30th day, the engine went out in that car, and I was heading toward depression, but I wasn't fully in it at that moment. And then that just kind of put me in there. Like, that just kind of sealed the deal. Like, okay, life really sucks right now. And it wasn't just the car situation. The car situation sucked, and it sucked for a long time. I went like 4 or 5 years with no car. But what happened was, I was embarrassed. Like, I didn't want to tell anybody what was going on with this car. I didn't want to tell people how bad I had fucked up. I didn't want them to know, like, you know, I had made a mistake, that I had said God blessed me with this car, but he really didn't. There were signs from the beginning that I shouldn't have got this car that I ignored. And I just was so embarrassed about this situation. And so I kept it to myself. I didn't tell anybody. I kind of told my mother about it, but other than that, I kept most of the car situation to myself. And then that's when I started noticing myself going to depression. Didn't get a car again for 5 years. And it wasn't because I couldn't afford to get a car. It was because I didn't have the energy. I didn't just have the strength to get up and get another one. Like, I didn't want to do it. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't get a car. I just didn't. I didn't. And so, yeah, I just sat in the house. And then that's when I kind of noticed it, like, something's not right with me, when the car situation happened. And that went on for a long time. So again, this stuff all happened for a long time. Then, I don't necessarily know how to explain